We all know how hard it can be to declutter a home. So much stuff and so many memories. But we have advice from a woman who did a major downsize, and she has some easy ways to get the process started. It's at the top of our list.
So I decided to build my own tiny house, and here I am 4 years later.
Jenna Spessard built her own tiny house and blogs all about the tiny lifestyle. But she really had to downsize to get there.
Less is more in a tiny space. You don't want your space to be cluttered, especially when you're living in something the size of most people's master bathroom.
Even if you're not going tiny, you can still use her tricks to cut back. Starting with one item every day.
And don't bring another item in. If you bring another item into your house, get rid of 2 items that day.
That may sound hard, but think of things you don't need. And if you're stuck, bring in outside motivation.
You can also ask your friends to help. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of objects because you are so connected to them.
Your friends don't have the sentimental connection that you do, so they can really help. And just because you downsize doesn't mean you can't entertain. Next up, think outside your house.
You know, I do a lot of outdoor movie nights where I actually hang my projection screen outside and bring my battery-powered projector out there, and we all just sort of gather around with our lawn chairs and watch a movie outside.
Don't think in just the square footage of your house. You have lots of room outdoors to create a larger space by just bringing some of the indoors out.
You have to be clever about it, and you have to think outside of the house sometimes.
And finally, make it multi-purpose.
In a tiny space, you really need every single item to do multiple things, or it's not worth having in a tiny house.
You'll make your space feel larger when everything has multiple functions.
So when I planned out my tiny house design, I made sure every furniture item could do at least 1 or 2 things, like my table also acts as my desk, my couch also acts as a spare bedroom.
Your space might not be as small, but getting rid of any old furniture that you don't use can free up a lot of room. Looking for more downsizing hacks? Learn how to repurpose your junk to decorate your patio at thelisttv.com. Minimizing your things to maximize your life is on the top of the list.